In asynchronous programming, there is something many programmers refer to as callback hell. It can happen to nearly everyone, and it creates very difficult code. Let's take a look at what it is exactly and how we can avoid it. Let's create a very basic bad word filter for our post message function. There are better ways to make this, but we will purposely make the callbacks nested so that you can understand the teaching point. So let's go down to our message post function on line 25. If a message was successfully saved and there was no error, let's check for bad words inside the database. So we'll use message.findOne, and we'll check for a message that has the word bad word in it, and then let's pass a callback with an error and the censored word that it finds. If there is a censored word, let's console.log censored words found, and we'll display censored. And if we did find the censored word, let's remove it. We'll use message.remove and then pass in the ID. So we'll check for _ID and we'll use censored.id. If you're not sure where the ID property came from, since we don't have it as part of our model on line 14, it's actually Mongoose that manages and creates the ID for us anytime we save an object to a collection. So next, let's add a callback to the second parameter that takes in an error. And then let's add a console log saying we've removed censored message. And I'll save that. And I'll just fix the typo first on bad word on line 32. Then let's open up our terminal. And then let's go to our app and type in bad word and message. Let's hit submit. Then let's take a look at our terminal, and we can see that a censored word was found with message bad word, and it removed the censored message. So if we go back to our app and refresh, we can see it's no longer there. So as mentioned before, that's not the greatest implementation of a bad word filter since it posts it first before it removes it, but I did that on purpose just to demonstrate how complex nested callbacks can get. And if you imagine this 2 or 3 times deeper than it currently is, trying to understand this now can be confusing, but imagine opening this file up a year later and then trying to understand it at that point. Or for another programmer that hasn't worked with your code, trying to understand your code and the amount of overhead it creates in the development process. Our goal then becomes quite clear. We want clean code, something we can quickly understand right now or a year from now. And there's several tools to allow us to do this that avoid nested callbacks or callback hell. So let's take a look at those solutions next.